Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
What it do? What it do? It's Dr. Greenthumb Show live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site, www.breal.tv. Welcome back to it. To my right, the Concentrate King, Cali Blythe.
What up, guys?
To his right, the iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo.
Buddy.
To be called the cycler.
The Cycler. That's a good one. That's a new one right
That's
there.
a new one.
In the Treehouse crew, Bolton Blombo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, happy hump day to E-Zone.
Oh, my God. Mr. Milligrams in the house, E-Zone.
I got defeated yesterday by the milligrams.
Tell us about it.
You know the little baby pills that, like the little smallest ones, the ones
Yeah.
that.
One I gave you?
Yeah, for the ones that come with the package, right?
Yeah.
And I only call them baby because, like,
'Cause they're small.
To us, they're baby. You know,
Yeah,
like,
the little small ones.
but to regular people, they're high dosage. But
140.
you know, I had this RSO Foundation come up on the show, and they do patient to patient thing, and they give me a handful of them, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this RSO? So I started making pills, and I'm like, I took 4 of them, 4 of the little ones. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let me just take 4 of them and forgot about it. Man, did I remember later, bro.
Yep.
I like slept like diagonally. I don't know how I slept, like just diagonally, and I just had like these nods. You're just fighting.
Yeah, that's what'll happen. You first start fighting them nod outs, boy.
You'll take like 5-minute naps, and then you're like, oh, I gotta get ready to go to sleep for real.
I'll
And
tell
then-
you what,
yeah.
I learned from my experience. Like the first time I fought it, like we know, it's well documented, obviously. But the second time, when I felt the nod outs, and every time after, I've run to my bed to get to knock out. Like I'll be peeling
a race.
things off fast, because I know when it hits, it's gonna be devastating. So I'm just peeling stuff off.
You'll fall
and jumping in the bed.
You'll be stopped in your tracks. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So like if you don't start getting ready to go to bed, you're not gonna go to sleep like you normally do.
Get
Like you're gonna go to
You'll
sleep
knock right there.
where you're at. Like I've fallen asleep many times at the gaming chair. Just falling asleep, and the control falls on the floor and it starts vibrating. And I'm like, oh man, I'm still here.
Hey, bro, that's what happened to me when I was on the floor.
Yeah.
That's where I ended up. That's not where I wanted to be. I was like, that was temporary.
But it's comfortable.
I couldn't peel myself up, and I was like perfectly comfortable on the floor.
Yeah, I had an interesting RSO episode the other night.
Oh.
I don't know if it was interesting. It was a little bad.
It seems like you're still on it right now.
No,
cry?
All right?
no.
Did you
Nah.
cry?
No. This is what happened. Okay.
Okay.
I've been having a little bit of trouble sleeping.
Sleeping, yes.
So I took it about like 8:00. No problem, right? So
It's early enough.
yeah, so no problem. I think, all right, we're gonna be smooth. So then Ashley decides to, put a pie in the oven, a fruit kind of pie in there. The oven starts messing up. It keeps on going off.
Well, this is while you're peeking out.
I haven't even peaked yet.
Right.
I'm still there.
Waiting.
I'm still waiting. So finally, after, about an hour and a half, the pie just shouldn't take that long, but about like an hour and a half, going on to 2 hours, okay, let's get this pie out of here. And then all of a sudden, we had one of those failed army episodes.
Oh,
The
right.
pie fell, and it was part on the floor, part on the oven and everything like that. So in the midst
Oops.
of cleaning this up,
It hits.
it hits.
Mm.
So I'm trying to keep it all kind of together, and my eyes are kind of.
Was Ashley with you?
Yes.
You guys were
the thing
cleaning the
is
pie up?
You cleaning up
Yeah, yeah.
cream pie?
Stop that.
I just
I said fruit beforehand, so you didn't even hear.
Didn't hear.
Take those things out of your head.
Easy, Goldberg.
Sorry.
All right. So, but the thing is that she was kind of like, she had a moment because she messed up the pie a little bit. We both kind of did, but
But
Yeah,
was it
more.
your guys' fault though? Like, I mean, it's not. The oven kept going on and off.
right, it wasn't anybody's fault.
I don't even think that's the main part of the story.
It's not the main part. It's the fact that she was kind of like not at the best moment right there. So I had to I had to take over right quick and get this done.
She got mad frustrated while you were like,
Mad frustrated, not at me, but at the fact that
At
it's pie.
yes.
yeah,
Still affects you though.
right.
and you had to clean it up while you were intensely
Right, right. So I'm trying to function and get this all together. I take 300. All right.
You had taken 300
Yes.
So you had,
beforehand.
Yes.
You crazy
you
bastard.
had to clean up the pie while she's giving you the Care Bear stare.
The camera.
Oh my.
And I get
Ow.
that, right? So then to clean it up and everything like that. The oven is going on and off. The fire alarm, the smoke alarm is going on and off. And everything like that. Everything that can't go wrong is going wrong. So finally, I said, all right, I gotta get to sleep. I really gotta get to sleep like right now. So
Yeah.
I did. But something happened during the sleep that I just sprung up. And when I sprung up at the wrong time of the RSO.
Oh.
I was starting to feel all kinds of like.
So it was waving you.
Yes.
It was hitting you with the wave.
Yes.
Yeah. I've experienced the wave.
Oh man, what is wrong with you?
Hey, when I was on the airplane going through that, I was experiencing the wave. It come down, then and then it come down. I was having to meditate all the way out of that. How did you deal with it?
Do you get that?
It's heavy. Oh yeah, like when it gets real bad, like, and it's weird. Like I was saying, it all depends on the batch. I've gotten higher off of smaller batches of
True.
that probably just had more CBN or CBG,
Yeah.
whatever was in it, and I've gotten higher off of like a 400 than 1,000 sometimes. When it hits like that, like what happens to me is it's literally I get anxiety in real life, so that's what it feels like almost like. Heart starts to race a little, yeah.
Temperature goes up.
Temperature goes up.
Yep.
So literally, what I'll do is I'll sit back and I know the only way to beat it is breathing.
Breathing.
That's the only way.
Only
out.
way.
You want to beat it? Sit back, real talk, close your eyes. However long you breathe in, double the exhale.
You
So,
start panicking.
Yeah, just 2 seconds in.
Because that's
4
what happens.
seconds out.
The anxieties cause a panic attack,
Yeah, and you got to beat it.
and then you got to beat that. So
That's
it's
it.
like,
Once you get out of it, it's glory.
so how'd
Then
you
can
beat it,
enjoy
Bobo?
Basically, I went outside to the balcony.
And did you scream out, RSO?
I just sat down like Indian style,
Yeah, good.
and then I just started try to breathe.
Breathe.
Indian style, huh?
Indian style, so I could feel the coolness.
I want to see
You
you,
know what I
bend
mean?
your legs like that.
I've never seen Bobo sit in a native.
Indian style.
You were leaning against the wall,
I
right?
could do it. No, I was right there.
I believe you could do it. I just never seen it.
Right.
Just like rolling joints.
Right. Well, I can do it. But I was doing that, so I was like in my Indian style thing, and I was just breathing, and then let the coolness kind of like take over, and then before you know it, I was back. I was able to sleep and everything like that.
Right
But
on.
it was the fact of waking up in the middle of the wave, like
Yeah.
That's why you woke up. It was
That's
heavy.
why he woke up.
Yeah.
Yes, it was real heavy.
it was like boom.
I mean, I like when I was taking it to begin with, but the higher dosages, when I was taking the low dosages, I didn't feel any of that. I just kind of felt relaxed. But when I started stepping it up to like the 400 and 500, that's when and I was taking it late,
Yeah.
well documented. We talked about it. And it would hit me 3, 4 in the morning and wake me up out of my sleep. And everybody thought I was crazy until they experienced it them goddamn selves. You know what I mean? Depending on the dosage level, it'll wake your ass up.
Wake you up in a nightmare.
If you had
What's
taken
happening?
100, Bobo, or 150, it wouldn't have woke
good.
you up. You would have just had
Exactly.
a regular sleep, but it felt the need to wake your ass up.
And
to
the
let
thing
you-
is, like, I haven't really been taking RSO like as frequent. So the last time I had it was like a 100, and that was maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then I just stepped it up to 300.
It's a lot.
This
Boom.
is
yeah, you jumped real quick.
That's extreme.
Did a quantum leap right there,
Yeah.
son.
That's the same thing that happened to me. I think that's why it caught me off guard. I
Yeah.
went from taking them like 2 syringes down, like in just one sitting, and until to just like taking little pills by then, because I don't like the aftermath of it. I don't like not being able to not do something all that morning. You know what I mean? Like if you count every hour, bro, like that thing will just derail everything, man. Like I plan to do so much things. I mean, I plan to do so many things between the hours of 7 to like 10:30.
And it just took
And
those
it-
hours away, huh?
Yeah, and it was just like I started feeling just like I gotta sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
It slows your roll, hell yeah.
yeah, and it really does, bro. Like you start powering down, bro. Like when you run out of battery,
Yeah.
the only thing that feels good is a pillow, bro.
I swear to God, on the plane when it was hitting me, bro, I did everything. Like I tried to put all my shit away that I thought I might forget, like because I didn't know how long it was gonna be having a hold of me, right? So I'm putting away my cords, I'm putting away my passport, I'm peeling off my hoodie. I'm like just getting prepared, and then like I could not finish. It hit me. And then, like, it all changed right there for me. It was like I had to breathe out of it big time.
It was like the elements.
But the aftermath is the one thing that I'm saying. There's the aftermath.
Yes.
There's like very much like pills have side effects. There is side effects to RSO.
If you wake up too early, if you don't sleep it all the way off, hell yeah.
But with a good sleep on RSO or SHO is a long time regardless.
Yes.
Like, and I'm an early bird.
It should be.
It should be. It's nice.
But if you're one of those people who wakes yourself up and you just got to go because this is your pattern, yes, it's devastating.
See, and that's what happened to me. But I took it at the right time. Everything was cool, but I wasn't anticipating any problems like this, you know. And then I was there. I was cleaning up the pie and everything like that, you know. And then I was kind of hungry at the same time, and I was just like, man, I wish this pie wasn't here on the floor. I should be eating this pie right now.
You know, that would have been devastating to me if I had had a situation like that where I had to clean some things up.
I would have started.
I would have stopped right there. I'd be like, oh.
Nah, see, I would have tried to save some of the pie. See, this is a stoner high and hungry like mentality. I would have. Well, first of all, what kind of pie was it?
Man, it was like a boysenberry, raspberry, like a fruit, a berry pie.
Okay, so what's not damaged goods, I would have put on some wax paper, and then I would have put it in the air fryer for a little bit.
Half the pie fell, right?
So
half the pie fell, and then it was like on the the door of the oven.
So you could have secured half the pie.
So you could have secured some of it, get it in some wax paper, right? Then you put it in a bowl and just smash it. Get some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Put the remains in the oven or air fryer real quick, then throw the ice cream in there. Save the half of the pie. Make yourself something really, because there's nothing better than eating on a full munchies crave on the RSO. That thing gives you the worst munchies.
Man, and it was warm.
True that.
It was ready. It was ready.
Hey man, I'll tell you what. The other thing too is we've talked about it, but like the dehydration factor.
Yes, you cannot sleep with the heater on if you're on RSO.
That part for sure. And when you wake up for anything, you are going to be parched, son. You need like a gallon of water next to the bed or wherever you end up.
I woke up and chugged like 2 of these, like just back to back, just because you got to keep some water by your bed, and like sometimes you're like, oh, I didn't leave the glass, but you get some emergency water.
Now, is it better for you to have like room temperature water or ice cold?
I think
water?
it's better for room temperature water, because like you don't want to shock your liver too much and be like drinking some ice cold shit, because like if you drink too much cold beverages, whether it's soda, juice, water, like icy cold, it could mess with your equilibrium.
You can trigger a heart attack.
Yeah, you can trigger a heart attack.
It's very far, but you shock your body very much like what happens when you like, you know how you make certain.
Well, you shock your liver for sure, and that like right then and there you will lose your equilibrium. So better to drink room temperature water.
Because I'm a big fan of like cold ass drinks, bro. Like especially when it comes to the summertime, bro. Those thermoses that I be carrying around, all of it with ice, just constantly chugging cold water. But it's like that cannot be good for you. And it's like I noticed that they don't, like certain places that are very like health conscious, they will not give you ice cold water. They'll give you cold water, but they won't like. That's one thing I couldn't
in Europe.
In Japan I couldn't find.
Most of the time, most places you go in Europe, there ain't no ice in the water or the drinks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Very
Especially
true.
like in a Coke. You know what I mean? Like, you know how some people out here will put ice in their sodas and stuff like that?
Good.
They want it straight, like neat.
Yeah.
Because they don't want it watered down. Ice waters things down, and like they only use ice here and there for certain things. They don't necessarily have ice in the drink.
If you ask for ice, you might get 1-2 cubes max.
And you might get a look.
Like they paid for it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's free, bro.
Well,
Yeah, they
actually
look
makes
at you like Americans.
They give you half the amount of the liquid. Once they give you ice, you barely need it because that fills up the volume of the
But
cup.
but not for nothing though, man. Like that ice be hitting different with some Italian soda.
True that. With some of it,
Like
it's
if I get like a what's that New York seltzer with the little bottles, you know
House?
it's
House of Seagrams.
or like they have the flavored sodas like the vanilla cream, and then you put that with a gang of ice.
like I don't drink too many soft drinks like that. Like if I do, I have a ginger ale, but I don't mind the ice in those type of drinks because it like waters down the sugary aspect of it that I cannot get down with. But normally
You don't have a favorite, or what's the table's favorite soda? Like I'm not
Once
bullshit aside. I mean, like aside, like whatever is not good for you or not bad for you.
Once upon a time for me it was Coke or 7-Up.
All right, 7-Up is hella gassy.
Well, I was
Great,
a
I
kid.
love that.
Yeah.
I was
I
a
drink
kid.
seltzer
You know
all
what
the
I'm saying?
time now.
It was
When you're a
7-Up.
kid, you don't mind the gassy
Man,
stuff.
you guys didn't have like crazy options for sodas, huh? Like I was like,
Well,
No,
there was Pepsi, RC Cola, Coca-Cola,
right.
7-Up, and then Sprite eventually came through.
But then you
root
had-
beer, the A&W root beer,
Then you had Shasta, and Shasta had different flavors.
they have pineapple fruit punch.
Dr. Pepper.
I was
Pepper.
Dr. Brown's was my favorite black
What's
cherry.
Dr. Brown's?
It's a New York brand.
It's an East Coast
Yeah,
brand.
Dr. Brown's black cherry.
Oh,
Well, it's just like we don't have Faygo over here.
They-
Faygo's a big,
Yeah.
in the Midwest.
they have them at the candy shops. I've seen. I actually have had Dr. Brown's, and it is very good.
Bro,
It's
they
made with
make a
cane
celery
sugar.
soda.
Yeah.
They make it something called celery soda too. I don't like
Yeah, I like
it.
that
People like it.
root beer and like that Dr. Brown's
Cream
root beer
soda's
for
fire.
like root beer floats.
Some of them we don't get out here, and some of them they don't get out there.
I-
It's like alcohol in the sense of like if you go with this distribution company, it could only be in the outlets that distribution company has accounts
It's
with.
like liquor.
yeah,
Yeah.
sort of.
That's why certain places cannot get certain beers.
Yeah.
It's just distribution, and it's like it's almost like gang warfare.
It is.
But
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
but
with beer, you
yeah.
got like if you want to go into another region, right? Let's just say you're with this distributor and they only cover the Northeast. If you want to cover like the West out here, the Southwest, you have to put a brewery out here. You can't get with a distribution company here. You know what I mean? You have to like create your own brewery there. That way you can get with the distribution company on that end because they don't do it like that for some reason. It's crazy. Only way that happens, right, is if like a small brand wants to have major distribution, you have to give up ass to like Anheuser-Busch and all the big dogs who have the nationwide distribution. Then they own a piece of your company. Which if you wanted to get nationwide, that's the deal you're going to have to cut. Otherwise, you're going to have to build a bunch of breweries in all these different regions where you can now get with the distribution in that particular region.
And the only way it makes sense, especially these days, is like if you're on like a micro or a craft brewery type of thing where you're like you're still at the launching pad type of level in your business. So like if you're doing like small brewery and that's where you plan to stay, where it's like, hey, you employ you and a couple other families, that's cool. That's gonna work out for you if you move it out here. But if you're trying to do it on a big scale where you got hella distributions to do it, you better have that space to back it up, man, because it's hard to get that real estate out here. That's why there's like different like the craft beer scene. Even though I love craft beer, but I just can't drink it as much as I used to. That put hella pounds on me.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you ain't being real active and then like watching the diet, that'll blow your ass up real quick.
But it's like as much as I love it, it's like I see how that economy works in that scene where it's like the microbreweries will outlast the big breweries sometimes, and it's not even because of the sustainability of the product. It's just the real estate will just take you out or something.
That too.
Yeah.
Like if they own a good piece of real estate and they've been, having a successful business there for X amount of time, builds value on the building.
Sure does.
You know what I mean? Hey, I know probably you saw this yesterday because you be about them stank ass KTLAs like I do. I don't know why.
Why do you watch it, B-Real? You talk so much about it.
Because
like,
it's
why-
local and I got to.
There's 5 other channels.
No, but the
B-Real.
thing is, the other local channels
They're
are just not the
stiff.
same.
There's Channel 13.
They're stiff.
Dude, there's Fox. I mean,
They're stiff.
Nah.
They're
Channel
not
7.
like these stank ass KTLA bastards where they're a little loose and corny sometimes, but like
CBS, UPN, it's Fox.
stiff.
Dude, you can
Stiff.
that's
Stank
stiff.
ass KTLA is a little bit loose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I support them,
But they're stank.
but they're stank ass. But going back to my point, There was this footage yesterday where this RV, the lady that was driving it, it was her and her husband. The lady falls asleep and she veers into the center divider.
Oh, I saw that.
And her husband flies out the window, bro. Like
Is he alive?
onto the other side. He's alive. Yeah, he got
Oh,
mad raspberries on the back of his neck and back, and he broke his arm.
Yeah, they talked to him today.
They talked to him today. He's lucky.
Can we see this beer?
Lucky to be alive.
It's better. It's when you watch the thing. And
Oh yeah, when you watch it.
When
it-
And the
watch
thing
it,
is that he's so lucky that he fell where he fell and he kept where he was
Yeah.
because this is the freeway.
he's lucky. Some dude pulled over like to make sure that no one hit
Ran
him.
him
You know what I
over,
mean?
yeah.
Because when he like you only see you see the part of it where she hits the wall, but because of how the guy was filming coming the other way, because the only reason they got footage was someone on their dash cam was just happened to be going that same way and saw him, like his body already flung out. He out the window, son.
Here's
Can
a
you
little
imagine?
footage.
Can you imagine when she
Look,
comes to
check him out,
visit him
check
in the
him out.
hospital?
Yeah, he's already
No, he's already down
he's already
there.
there.
flown out.
He's already there, but we're talking that.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
yeah, dude.
He skid like 20 feet right there, boy, and that's
they-
just what we could see.
No, they said 100 and something feet.
Yo,
That's how
can
much
you
he was
imagine when
messed
she
up.
comes to visit him in the hospital and he's looking at her like,
When you,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she fell asleep.
dude, when you watch that video and then they play that song, "Don't Waste to Die," it's the best. I saw that reel like
can you imagine
40 times.
You're this guy, you're out cold,
I,
sleeping.
I would never
Next
let
thing you
my
know,
wife
you're
drive me
flying.
anywhere again, son. Sorry, wifey, but if that happened to
Yeah.
Run it back again, Colton. Look at how he's like calling back. He could be like half his
probably
teeth.
scraping back of his skull right
Yeah,
there,
he's
bro.
trying
Look
to
at
keep
that.
his
No,
head
I
together.
mean,
And he
so
broke
much,
his arm.
So much of his skin is on that concrete.
Of course
right
it
there.
is. He was probably in a deep slumber. Next thing you know, he's 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, he was asleep.
No, what he said he's like he just had taken off his seatbelt for a second to get something,
Man,
and he realized that she was off the wheel. She was sleeping, so he went to grab the wheel, and it was too late, and he flew out.
Oh, so he kind of
yeah.
caused it.
So
he might have
was,
grabbed the
So
wheel.
he was trying to.
he was
I mean,
he was trying to grab
He
the wheel
prob-
before they crashed.
right.
He probably heard that, like and like the little when you
Yeah.
start going off road, and then he probably ran.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably ran, and then he's like, oh, but at the end of the day, it's still kind of her fault.
It is.
Because if they were taking
No, it is
turns,
her fault.
if they were taking turns, bro, they're like an older couple or whatever it is. If they're taking turns to drive,
Well,
fell asleep.
Yeah.
It's her fault.
but you gotta ask, like, yo, like realistically, like sometimes, like my lady's been there before, where she's like, I know you're sleeping and you're just trying not to let me drive because you just want to take this drive on yourself, but you need to pull over
Yeah.
because, and sometimes you gotta you gotta call your
gotta
partner
give-
out like that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and you and also too, and I know we
wifey does that to me when she thinks I'm like tired.
Yeah.
I'm just high, so my eyes are naturally low.
right.
But she'll be, "Are you all right?" I'm like,
I
"Yeah."
mean,
Dude,
but-
sometimes we as men, that's like a hard pill to
But with
swallow,
some-
but sometimes they're right.
Something
don't-
like this though is crazy. I mean, it's almost like unforgivable.
I'll tell you what.
Divorce?
If I'm driving and I feel myself, my eyes are getting heavy. I'm not pushing myself to drive more. Hell no.
Me
I'm pulling
neither.
the hell over because I already
Yeah.
know.
I used to. I don't do it no more since I had that accident years ago.
Yeah.
Like I for sure, I don't care. I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'll say this: God is good, man, because nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
He didn't die, fortunately, and she didn't cause anybody else to get into any accidents and stuff like that. He saved their lives, but he paid the price for doing so.
Oh man,
But thank God, you know what I mean. The
Dude,
other,
Father's Day better be lit for homeboy.
Father's Day and his birthday and Christmas. You better get the good stuff.
And Valentine's Day too.
And
that's
Valentine's
the
Day.
whole year.
Better be
Yeah.
about him.
You just said Valentine's with an M.
Valentine's times.
Thank you.
Times.
Yeah,
Not
look,
times.
look.
A lot of people used to say that.
Yeah, of course, but
Okay,
As kids, I think
what
we all
was
said
was
it.
the mistake? Me calling it times?
yeah.
Okay, so
It's
it's
an N.
time.
It is a time though.
That
If you want to flip
that
it,
irked him.
Well, 'cause
Okay, so it irked. The reason I said it is because I always thought it was like kind of like a byword where it's like both ways, bro.
Yeah.
Tongue?
Well, yeah, like a like a ton word,
Unsolicited.
but like where it's both ways because I have seen people do their play on it like a Walmart. It's like celebrate Valentine's by making them feel like it's the right time with Valentine's, and I was like, oh damn, this is crazy.
No,
Like
it's
we're-
like Happy New Year's with an
yeah,
S.
Yeah, I know, but some places will have their. That's why I've had. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. It's cheesy, but I'm like, I guess this I got added to the dictionary because not for nothing. Every year there's hella stuff that gets added to the dictionary.
some nonsensical
and we don't
stuff.
even know that ish.
Yeah, how do I add some of my words to the
Gotta
dictionary?
submit
Some of the ism.
Oh, I'm gonna submit, son.
Probably just got to submit it.
Proficial.
You
I'm
got
telling
different
son.
dictionaries. You got the Oxford,
Urban.
the Webster, the Urban.
You got to be
There's-
urban.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
different ones.
And
Let's make Aton a term.
there was also this
Oh,
thing
boy.
where I'm sure Bobo saw this too. These three, it looked like a family of three, go into like a gas station,
liquor store,
liquor
gas,
store,
yeah, gas station.
and while they're robbing it, a sheriff who wanted to go get a drink, not a drink, but I'm saying like he was thirsty, going to get a water, whatever it was. He walks in the store and sees it getting robbed like right there, and then they all just turn around like tripping. And
Just stand
caught him in
uniform.
caught him in the act. Yeah,
Did they have guns too? Like the
I don't-
robbers have guns?
I don't know, but they gave up.
Oh, they were like, oh,
It looked like a husband, wife, and their kid.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a three people. And the thing about it on the surveillance, when you see the guy that was getting robbed, and the cop comes in, and the robbers they run away.
Well, they
Dude,
try to run out the back,
They
but
ru-
there's
tried
no
to run
back
out,
door.
Yeah, they tried to run out the back, but the guy that worked there behind the counter was looking like, oh my God, like I can't believe it, like he was about to get robbed, and what luck! What
That's a little
luck!
kid.
But look,
Yeah.
look at what luck!
Yo, that's a little kid, man. The hell's wrong?
He's going to YA now.
Yep. So is she.
And then watch and check it out.
The father's going to
Homie
Jefferson.
says, hey,
Hey, what are you doing in
Hey,
here?
what is
Hey,
it?
guys,
Look
need to
at
back
him.
up.
he said, hey, are you serious, bro?
Hey, dude.
He's calling his partner.
Dude's
out
going up
It
a
looked like
rank.
they had guns, though, no?
One of them looked like
yeah,
they had a
looked
gun.
like
Yeah,
he
for
jumped
sure.
up with a gun.
Hey, dude's going up a rank though, and it just fell in his hand.
Yeah.
Like he's probably.
Where?
No, she didn't have a gun. It looked like
no?
a gun.
Okay.
Come on, yo.
Looked like a little flashlight. She's trying to make it look like a barrel.
Hey, bro, people. I mean, this has always been like a
All right.
ongoing
Wow.
thing. You know what tripped me out? I saw this morning, bro. People are doing like, remember? All right, I get it if it was back in the day when people would be stealing from graves because like that's the only thing
Well,
you had.
grave robbing.
Yo,
Imagine how
bro,
much of an asshole you feel like when you get caught like in the act.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
That's the last way that you're thinking that you
There's
get
no
caught.
explaining out of that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, that's like I saw this story this morning about like that's like the new wave right there. People are stealing from graves now
Oh yeah.
for the metal.
For the copper, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. Like, I'm number one. It's hell disrespectful and bad karma that you're gonna.
Yeah.
Beyond bad karma, bro. Like you're gonna pay for it sometime, whenever you're.
It's because most of the old tombstones that they made, the fancy ones, are made with that copper in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back in the day, crackheads
Yeah.
and drug addicts of all sorts, they were going after copper in, let's just say, abandoned buildings where they know that there was
You'd
still
strip
wiring.
everything,
They go
yeah.
strip it. So
sure did.
um
Not just that, people bury. I don't know. People bury themselves with rings.
yeah, but they weren't
Yeah.
pulling
Oh, they
graves
weren't
out.
going into
it's
the-
just
oh,
tombs,
yeah.
the headstones.
Tombstones.
I got it.
That's what
Oh,
the story is. Like, that people like have breaking out the headstones just to
I
take
thought
the
you meant
metal.
tomb raid.
And
No.
Dang.
and they're going to like the mausoleums and just cracking open the side of it, and then just so they could take the metals. And I'm just like, man, that's a new level of low society's hit, kind of.
Man, the
Yeah.
respect level has gone down.
Bro, people used to rob graves for gold teeth. Like, so that's bad. They used to literally
That's
take
what
up
I'm saying.
bodies.
That's
the
very
teeth.
old school, but I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
we're in 2024, bro. Like, we've advanced so much as a civilization, and I'm just like,
Well,
go back
you
to
know,
grave
we've
robbing.
advanced and gone backwards at the same time.
That part.
How about Alabama vows to get medicinal marijuana enacted in 2024? Yes, give it up for Alabama.
Anything down south, good for them.
You know how many years people thought Alabama would take to like want to get down?
Dude, they still have some like plantation preservation.
Southern Bible Belt action down there, and they're talking about this. That's awesome.
plantations everywhere. There's just not slaves on.
No, I know. I mean, like,
Plantations
but
are
I mean,
real.
like, but they preserve that as like it's a good part of history type of deal.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm just like, Alabama's a crazy place.
Yeah,
especially
that
Greenville.
part.
Yeah, I had a friend who had family out there, and I'm just like, yo, every time your family from Alabama comes out, it's a
They're trying to soften up the image down there.
little wild.
So, the weed will do them some good.
Yeah.
Yeah, chill them out.
Did you see that
Chill
footage
'em out.
from the mall? I don't know if it was real or not, from Miami Mall, where like, all right, so, and I did see this video going around where they said it's kind of like some paranormal or like alien activity where cops swarmed this mall because a portal or what appeared to be a portal appeared in the mall, and it's been being taken down in a lot of places. You can find it at some places, but yeah, it happened in Miami, and it was like it looked like some shit out of a movie. And but yeah, like when you see the amount of police that were involved, they're kind of like looking to take this out of the news because it's kind of like some interdimensional shit.
Well, they ain't never wanting to show any kind of stuff like that because if they don't know how to explain it to people, they could just, freak people out and not have any answers for them. Which the news does that a lot, but with stories, it ain't gonna necessarily trip you out.
Yeah, like they wouldn't let nobody out of that mall for a while when it just happened, but yeah, and yeah, it did get filed. You could find the information out there, but all that footage, like it's like they're doing everything to kind of like take it down. And I did manage to see it, and it was crazy. It looked like it looked like some movie ish, dude. It's like something popped out, and then people were like, "What the fuck is this?" And they just started running.
Word.
You believe in interdimensional stuff?
Hey, look, if you believe in any kind of spiritual things, yeah. I mean, it's
would.
not impossible.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
It's
impossible.
not impossible.
To really like maybe go into not necessarily go into, but see something come out of another dimension.
Who knows? What do we know?
I think that we may all have the abilities to do that, but we don't know how to channel that. Like if we can only, we only use a little part of our brain,
If
in
you talk-
comparison.
God turned that off on us because he knew we'd be taking advantage of each other even more than we do now
So
with the power like that.
Exactly. So I do believe that we may have that ability, but
monks.
We just don't know how to tap into that.
Monks do. That's what they do. Is they spend their whole life literally trying to, like, what they call it, astral plane or whatever you
And
call
use
it.
that other side.
They do, like, and they've proved it. There's like a really what is his name? His name's Deepak something. He's a
Chopra.
There you go. Right. So this guy did a study and he was showing people's brain activities. Right. So there's one guy who is like, they say, I can't rate it, but he can meditate like deeper than other people. They showed his brain under an MRI, and you watch
see
him
the
shut down,
the activity,
shutting down where his brain activity, because he's literally stopped. It's crazy. Like no one else can do something like that, and it's all because of the way he breathes and thinks.
There's these certain monks, I can't remember exactly where they are.
Shaolin, baby.
No, it's not them. But they're different type of monks. But like when they meditate as a group, there's probably like a few hundred of them.
In a seance?
They emanate this energy that, like, it's unexplainable.
I believe it.
Right? And like they did the same thing. Like they monitored the brain wave, the brain activity, and it's a trip how much different it functions. Your brain functions when everyone's in unison meditating on whatever it is they're concentrating on.
Are these the type of monks that really don't have that much interaction with people outside of their monastery? Like monks like be up in the hills somewhere and just...
So I think they have interactions within their villages, but I don't think like they travel to big cities all the time.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They all travel to sell you that little book. They try to get you to buy out here. You ever met those monks out here? They try to sell you that little book.
Yeah.
What, the Hare Krishna?
Yeah, like they're all dressed.
I remember.
I don't know if they're monks though.
No, they're not. It's different. Yeah,
it's a different thing.
That's
But
their own
they
religion.
used to be all over LAX.
Man, they
back
were
in the day.
everywhere.
George Harris.
All over the place. But I remember specifically like LAX, they just trying to get you to get the book.
Yep. Today's 30 years since the 1994 Northridge quake, man.
Yeah. Remember where you were?
I totally do. I was living in Venice at the time. I got up to use the restroom, and I was coming back to the bed, and as I'm like at, the side of the bed, boom, I hear this crazy ass rumbling, almost as if there's a tank outside the house, right? Rumbling crazy. And then as it got closer, the whole goddamn block shook. It wasn't like it was in Northridge, obviously, but it was so heavy in Northridge that we felt it way down there, like significant.
What was it, like
Almost
7? Was it like 6?
It was
Six something.
Six something? Like 6,
almost
7?
broke my foot trying to get out of my room. Like I was like trying to get away from the windows and stuff like that. One of my little drawers opened up on me, and the top of my foot kicked it. Bang! Oh, my foot was bruised for like the better part of 6 months, man. Like purple on the top for a minute. Took a minute to get over that one.
I was cooking breakfast. I was going to college.
Where were you at?
L.A. And I just remember that thing started just shaking. It was like a wave where I was at, and it just totally took me off my feet. I was cooking breakfast, and that thing just stayed on the stove top. Luckily, that shit was hot. But I remember that it was like loud.
Oh yeah, it was mad loud.
I
Boy.
was 5.
And man, just to see the footage of all that, on the TV.
Oh, the damage it did to the city was crazy.
Man, crazy.
Dude, how long did that freeway take to rebuild right there?
Oh man, it took a minute. It
Yeah.
took a little minute.
That freeway?
That
Yeah.
was
That's the
118,
118 or the 405.
Yeah, it was like an intersection.
Yeah.
On ramp.
A police officer rolled off one of those pieces and died. That's why it's named after him.
Oh, that's why it's his highway?
Yeah.
I was in his car.
No, it was on a
He
motorcycle.
was on a motorcycle and just see, and then there was
Imagine that,
footage.
man.
I think there was footage, and you just. Shh.
Imagine that.
Well, thank you. I'm trying to think that. Terrible.
Yeah. Rest in peace. He had no clue. Well, he might have, but I mean, when it collapsed on him, I mean, there's nothing you could
Dude,
do.
those are pounds and pounds of concrete. Like
Pounds.
And they're high up too. They're not. It's not like. I mean, they're pretty high up. Like the ones on the 105.
Yeah.
Those are high up.
Sometimes, man, like I freak out when I'm driving in those ramps at the end, like at
Yeah.
the edge. Like sometimes I made the mistake and look to the side, and I'm like, I'll start my, sometimes maybe I'll hit the propane.
It's like, why have them so high up when you know
It doesn't need to be that high.
Well, when you know that we're dealing with earthquakes over here.
Yeah, see, like those kind of things, I'm just like, come on, man.
Like why? Yeah, why would they have
We couldn't have built a hill on top of the hill, like,
something?
But like, yeah, when it's like, what's the one coming back from Carson or like the South Bay? when you're coming back.
Oh yeah.
And then you gotta get out the 110.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Or like the 105 going on
That
to the
whole
110.
interchange.
It's like
The
way up
105
high
on the
right
110.
there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that one.
They got pictures overhead of what that looks like.
You know that
crazy.
San Pedro bridge too? Fuck that bridge too, man. That shit is scary as fuck.
Well, that's a bridge going over water. You know what I mean? That's,
dude,
it is a little different. But I'm saying, yeah, like all these freeways, the transition piece, they don't need to be so goddamn high up.
No.
Why? Like what for?
There it is. That's the shot. Like that's all those interchanging highways. That's
So
a
you
nightmare.
think, imagine a traffic jam
They shot that during
on
COVID.
that one.
and then the earthquake.
That
happened.
big tall overpass, and then there'd be a little shake.
You just know you're gonna die. Even if you don't, you're feeling like, oh man, this is it. Damn, I'm gonna die up here.
What year was the one that happened in San Francisco where the bridge collapsed during like the World Series or something like that?
That was in the what, 90s?
Was it?
Yeah, that was after. That was
It was
90s.
after that one later,
Yeah.
right?
There was 89.
89.
99.
Okay, just before the 90s. Word.
That was wild too, man. Bridges that.
Also, that one was before.
Yeah,
That was before
Northridge was
yeah.
what, 94.
Northridge.
Yeah. Was that the one where they were playing a World Series was happening?
Yeah.
World Series.
Yeah.
And that's when the Bay Bridge broke.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, earthquakes ain't no
I
joke.
mean, out there is no joke.
They don't happen a lot, but when they happen, and they're like the big ones, man.
What do you mean up there? We're in worse fault lines down here. We got like 3 fault lines, major fault lines in one area. That's why they was talking about LA, the big one. Is if you look at strategically, it's like nightmare. It really is.
So people that live on the mountains, they go down first, huh?
Who knows? Maybe all of
I don't know.
You just don't know.
I think they might. I think they might be a little better off if you're in the mountain, because usually the earthquake is below ground.
That mountain's made of granite, maybe.
Right. So it might sustain the quake a little bit.
All right, realistic. This has always been a question over here. So like, when the earthquake hits, it triggers tsunami thing. So we're in like tsunami.
Well, it depends. Like
It
if
can.
it hits inland, it doesn't. It won't kind of.
If it hits ocean,
If it hits the ocean, then maybe.
Yeah, we go in tsunami warning. If a tsunami hypothetically were to hit, do you think that shit's gonna hit all the way downtown?
No.
No.
We're
huh?
too far.
No.
Too
No,
far, right?
Yeah, we're
It would hit all
30
that
miles.
coastline action, like
And probably
like
a mile or
hypothet-
two in.
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Hypothetically, like the one, like the bad one that happened in
Yeah.
Fiji, they made a movie
Yes.
from. One of those hits over here.
They probably only go about a mile, I'd say 2 miles inland, which
Oh,
is
really?
fine,
I thought
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like they went.
I don't
well,
think
you got to
so.
understand they're an island.
Right.
We're like a big landmass here.
Those
you know
little
what I mean?
islands, some of them are 5 miles across. So basically, that's a big deal.
It would have to be a hell of a tsunami, to
I would imagine
reach
that-
out here.
yeah.
One of those Hollywood tsunamis.
Hollywood Independence Day, or what was that movie? No, it was Armageddon. Is it?
Yeah, those kind of things that
But that was like based off a meteor hitting.
But
like,
there really have been like these crazy, crazy tsunamis that hit Japan. They have it like
Oh, yeah.
recorded hundreds of years ago, but we're talking like 150-foot waves, 200-foot
Yeah.
waves. Like, that's insanity. And so it's happened before. Why can't it happen again? It only just takes the right earthquake in the right spot.
the key is
Boom.
to probably not get that beachfront property like right
There
there.
you go.
Yep.
yeah.
Being on a mountain, you're
I
safe.
mean, you be in the back, you can all be overlooking.
Chances are it's
Wow.
not going to happen, but it could. And when you see like how the waves have been like much higher this year, and a lot of beachfront homes have been threatened by that, there were just these two fish shacks somewhere here in California on the coastline. They've been there since the 1800s. They just got washed out a couple days ago. And that's because the waves were like ridiculous and the tide came way the hell up.
And look at what Chicago's going through right now. That ocean is acting up.
cold. It's just it just looks crazy because the difference in temperature makes it look like steam, but the water's like 37 degrees and it's like negative 15, negative 20.
Yeah.
So it looks steamy, but that ain't steam. That's freezing cold.
That's hypothermia,
Yeah, bro,
baby. That's what that is.
Damn.
You jump in that water, boy, you better be the polar bear
You're in line.
because you're going to freeze to death. What, in 30 seconds? Is that how long it takes, or 60?
It depends the temperature of the temperature of the water because you can go into shock right away. It all depends on
Real
who you
quick,
are.
yeah.
Some people could just done.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, how about a dude in Chicago is suing 27 women, 27, for $75 million for calling him clingy and a ghoster in a Facebook group.
Oh, come
Man,
on.
He got his feelings hurt.
He ain't gonna win that. Come
Got your
on, bro.
feelings hurt.
He's gonna get his feelings hurt more when he doesn't win.
What's the lawsuit
And now
against-
everybody's calling him bitch.
Defamation of character?
Maybe.
Well,
Yes.
they're actually right. You are a bitch. Look at him. He's in court suing women over. You called me bad names.
That is bitch like.
Yeah, that's so bitch like. What are you suing for? He hurt my feelings.
Did he bone all 27
No.
of them for them to like?
Probably not.
He probably got one of them, maybe. He was
The
lucky.
rest of friends.
But when they're calling him clingy and a ghoster,
Yeah, they probably like
maybe he's not the guy to get it.
after the first date, he called them before they even got back home.
You're supposed to take that and become better, stupid.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to be like, maybe I am a little bit clingy. Maybe I should be a little bit more of an asshole next time.
Guys like that need that show that used to be on VH1 where they had the three corny dudes, trying to teach geeks how to like approach women.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Or shows like from G's to Gents.
No, that wouldn't help him.
Yeah.
The show I'm talking about, I can't remember what it was
Yeah,
called.
they used to like school him.
These guys had corny ass nicknames.
The pickup artist.
Yeah, the pickup
yes.
artist.
Pickup art.
The Matador.
Yes,
Remember that?
I remember that show now.
Yeah.
So bad.
It was on the Man Channel or it was Spike TV, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, Spike
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
Exactly.
I thought it was
Yeah.
VH1, but yeah, you
Spike.
could be right. It might have been on Spike. It was hilarious because these dudes were corny as hell, and they were like they would, teach these geeks how to peacock, like, dress up and go to a club and look different so that all eyes would be on you. And then you got to have a wingman so that, if she's got friends or someone, you can insert yourself and like all this.
It worked for a couple people.
Hey, bro, they took them to the clubs and they were outside in a van, like monitoring,
Watching exactly.
them. It was the most corniest thing ever, but yeah,
Funny.
you could see some of these guys like actually believing in it and trying it. And some guys were,
some guys were just
All right,
never gonna.
some guys were never gonna get it.
It was never gonna.
Let's be 100 though, man. Be a wingman, it's a hit or miss, bro. Like you're either gonna be that guy that's gonna be like, damn, man. Like if you're the wingman to a guy who gets high caliber quality of the chicks, maybe maybe the second place there might not be too bad, bro. But like 9 times out of 10, if you get asked to be a wingman, you're being asked to take a
one
bullet,
for the
bro.
team.
Yeah.
What happens when the wingman gets the girl that the other one wants?
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh man, that guy never gonna be homie's wingman again.
That creates the ram effect,
the
bro.
rivalry.
That creates that ram effect, bro. You can't have two rams drinking from the same pond.
Yep.
Yeah, you go.
They'll never ask that guy to be wingman again.
He'll make it his business to like act like he's sick.
He went lead pilot.
Have to end the date early.
And the animosity that's gonna grow to that, it's like if you don't address it right away and be like, yo, you care about this chick, you know what I mean, or something. If you don't address it, bro, it's gonna just be, it's permanent.
Hey, I want to send congratulations to the strong one, aka Strong Tone, Steph Tone from the Deftones. They just got announced on Coachella for this year.
Yeah, boy.
It's gonna be, busting it down with the boys. You know what I mean? The Deftones, and No Doubt is also on this, and a few others that.
Dude, their fans are just enough to fill up that whole Coachella fucking.
Who?
place.
What, Deftones?
Yeah.
For sure. They fill up stadium.
They filled up that Padres is it baseball stadium?
Oh, they've done some very big gigs.
venues.
Coachella's a little bit different because it's a mixture of all these different folks.
Yeah, there's a ton of stadiums.
So Lana Del Rey, Tyler the Creator, he's gonna draw a lot of folks.
I mean, the
Doja
thing is,
Cat,
This kind
Which
of
stage?
show,
What
No
day?
Doubt, No Doubt.
Out of all three of those headliners, Doja Cat's that'd be cool with.
But the thing
Where
about
is
it is that
Deftones,
this
guys?
She got a
thing
dope new song right now.
gets sold out
gets down.
before they even announce the lineup.
Yeah, weeks before.
Oh, yeah.
Weeks before they announce the lineup, they put the tickets out and it's sold out. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who's headlining.
Yeah, it's sold out.
What matters is who's got tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's got the hookup?
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what, Tyler Creator is gonna kill that, man.
Are you a fan?
Yeah, he's dope. I get down with Tyler.
I'm not a fan.
That's you.
No, I know. I'm just. It's like I've given it a fair chance, and I just couldn't do it.
He's got different stuff, you know what I mean, and it's not everybody's bag. But
Like the whole-
I get down with the different shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like I really gave an honest try to the whole Odd Future thing, and I'm just like, this just is not the hip hop for me.
Yeah, some of it some of it I don't dig, but like him as an
little
artist,
different,
he's
right?
dope. I'll give him his. He's got bars, son. Guys, did you know? On this day in 1949, guitarist Mick Taylor was born. Mick.
Good old Mick.
Happy birthday, Mick. And did you know? On this day in 1959, Susanna Hoffs from the Bangles was born. Happy birthday, Susanna.
Bengals.
She's still active. She does things. She's got an IG account. She's got it popping off. Susanna's doing
What
her
songs
thing.
did they have?
The
Bengals?
the Bangles.
Plenty.
They had a walk like an
Manic.
Egyptian.
Okay, cool, man.
Manic Monday.
Yes.
Prince wrote a few songs for them.
That's how I was wondering. I was like, I know I've listened to them, but I was like, I didn't want to blur out the wrong song and then
Just another.
Manic Monday is one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
they got a bunch of dope stuff, man. Did you know? On this day in 1964, the Rolling Stones dropped their first EP and hit the UK charts at number 15. Bing bang.
What year was it?
This was 1964.
Bye, Johnny.
Yes,
Damn, they've been at.
they've been at it for a very long time.
All those fools are still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. One of the original members, which was Brian Jones, he passed away back in the 60s, right? Late 60s, Bobo?
Yeah, late 60s.
They replaced him?
Yes.
Well, they kicked him out before he died.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was doing too much drugs, too much acid,
Yo,
too much partying.
Can I please say, do you know how much drugs you got to do to be doing too much drugs?
Well, he's
for
not
the Rolling Stone.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
look, how
he
about
did
the,
drugs.
you know, in Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
right? One of the original founders of Pink Floyd which was named Sid Barrett.
Yeah.
He got kicked out because he was doing too much acid, too many drugs. He could not be controlled, and like they had to let him go. For a time, he didn't even know he was out the band. He'd be showing up to sessions, be like, "But Sid, we told you," because he was so out of it.
Man, in
know
that
what I mean?
picture, of Rolling Stones, Keith Richards still looks old.
Yeah, can you imagine Keith Richards? Like,
He's looked old
hey,
for a
man,
long time.
You're doing too much drugs. Keith Richards telling you,
Yeah.
you're doing too much drugs, man. Like, that's bad, bro.
Did you know? On this day in 1971, Little John, Kid Rock, John Wasaki, drummer from Stain, they're all born on this day. Happy birthday to all them cats.
Lil Jon is like, he's made a career out of like 5 words.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he produced a lot of
I know, but I'm saying like lyrically, he's made a whole fucking career
Not lying.
out of 5 fucking words. That's
All right, don't
impressive.
wrap up. We get it. All right. 5 words. You're not wrong.
It's impressive.
True that. It's very impressive. Did you know on this day in 1981, Motley Crue formed after Nikki Sixx left the band. Wait. After Nikki Sixx left the band London and joined with Tommy Lee and Greg Leon. That was the first formation.
the hair is so good.
He was in a band called London, left the band London. I don't know how this is.
I want a bird that looks like that.
The hair is crazy.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely.
It's a lot of hairspray, man.
Anybody sell those pigeons that look like that? Hit me up. I want one.
The ozone layer was hurting
From all that
from all that.
That
we should do GTM and
Aquanet
and
I'll wear
wigs
my
like
hair
that.
like that.
and teased up wigs.
Yeah, like that.
All right, cool. Who's doing Vince?
No.
That's gonna be you, Cali Blaze.
No way, man.
You doing Vince?
No.
You're doing Vince, man.
Being told I'm anti-Vince.
Did you know? On this day in 1996, A Tribe Called Quest People's Instinctive Travels and Paths of Rhythm was certified gold. That's a long ass title.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was long.
So, woke ass title.
Who was the art? Who was the? There was a. I don't know if you could call her pop, but there was an artist with a long ass title too. Was it? What's her face? That dated David Blaine. What's her name?
No.
Apple.
Fiona Apple.
Fiona Apple.
She had a long
ass
ass
album title.
Yeah.
It was like a paragraph or
It's
something.
like,
right?
come on, man.
Say you being too artsy
You're
here, girl.
doing too much.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
It will take you about like a full 2 minutes just to say the whole title.
True that. In 1994, on this day, did you know the Roots dropped "Do You Want More"?
Do you want more?
And the people answered, "Yes,
We do.
we do."
Who are the members in that?
Black Thought and Questlove. They're the main guys. And so when you see pictures of them, it'll be them too, but it's a whole
So
band.
that-
It's
that's
a whole
not-
band,
That's not
yeah.
the guy who changed his name to like some like.
No, that's
that-
more. You're thinking about
You're
more.
Mos
Yeah, yeah,
Def.
yeah. Okay.
No.
I
to
saw that.
Yasin
I
Bey.
saw. I saw an interview of him recently saying some crazy shit.
About who? Drake?
Yeah.
Oh, Mos Def. Oh yeah, he's been
Yasin Bey. Yep.
he's been on some haterade.
Well, you know what? He really
He's
did.
not wrong, but
Did you see what he said about him? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay. Because yeah, it was a little, but he still even said, "Look," he even said, "Yeah, it's good," but he was basically saying it's just not hip hop. You know, like he was trying to say, "Yeah,
It's rap."
good. It's what he actually said. It was Target music or something, Target shopping music.
he said it was shopping
Yeah.
music. But I mean, that doesn't mean he's right.
Nope. I'm
That's just
saying-
his opinion.
right. But he,
sorry, I
he
can't-
had
and he's
credit for
entitled
being
to it.
Good.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't shop to no Mos Def.
Yeah, I couldn't either. I like his music, but I could not shop to it. But I mean, you know, he's not right or wrong. That's his opinion. You know what I mean? It's right to him. It could be wrong to others, but like that's their opinion too.
So you mean you couldn't be at Target and hear Miss Fat Booty on the?
I don't think they would play that. I don't think they would play that at Target, Bobo. Imagine you're shopping and
Target shop.
I remember that freak bitch. Remember? I don't think so. Did you know? In 1996, on this day, Nas' album Illmatic was certified gold.
Certified.
One of my favorites.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Ravenwood houses.
Yeah. Excellent. Salute to Nas, always stepping it up. But back in that day, at this time.
Shout out Nas.
Word. If you haven't taken the time to smash that like, smash it, please. Thank you very much. And subscribe if you are not subscribing, and share the show out. And while you're at it, crack that all notification bell so you get down with the content we be dropping Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live, 5 Eastern. No pre-records really. When you see it's a special show, then that's probably pre-recorded. But most of the time, we're live right here. And after this show, we got the Dr. Greenthumb Mix Show. So stay locked in on Twitch if you're watching there. B_Real TV is the place. And, if you want to check it here on YouTube, Be Real TV 2, our other channel, specifically for mixes and music. You could follow us there or subscribe to that channel and get down with us. Peep the mix. And if you're a member, a full-blown member of our home site, www.bereal.tv, you could see both this show and the mix show. All right. No problems. And just want to put you up on game. On Mondays, we won't be mixing on Be Real TV 2 because we're going to be doing video mixes. So that specific day will be only exclusively on Twitch. So if you want to catch those video mixes, got to come on Twitch to watch it. All right. And the home site. Those will be the two places. But we can't run video mixes on Be Real TV 2 because they will flag the shit out of us like they do every day. But it'll just be more. So thank you very much for listening to that. And now check this out.
Hey, how's it going? This is Michelle here at Dr. Greenthumb's LAX. This week we're highlighting the Zodix brand, in which we have 2 strains, the blue guava and the grape guava. If you're looking for an amazing tasting flower, I definitely recommend these 2. So when you come in, definitely check out Zodix. We're located at 5494 West Sentinel Avenue, just 10 minutes from the airport. We're open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Now back to you guys at the studio.
Thank you very much. And now it's time for submissions.
Big shout out to Snacks. All right, first one of the day here. We got our boy Dean Jones from Down Under made a little bacon cheeseburger for his son.
All right.
Looks good.
Dean's on a diet, so he can't be eating it.
That's a little mini burger.
I still fuck
That's
that up,
cool.
though.
Yeah,
Looks good,
I'll still deal with it, man.
Yep.
Bring it.
Shout out to Dean Jones.
I heard Bart is giving out free cheeseburgers today, right?
Today, yeah.
Today?
Where is it at, though?
Yeah, and salute to Dustin because he came through and popped off
Seen
a
that, I was
full, because we had Meta World Peace, and salute to Meta for coming through.
I had a heart attack about that, too. He was one of my favorites.
Oh, man.
And, of course, it's always the day that you're not on. I looked,
Right?
oh, my God. I was like, yeah, I loved it.
I felt your
Yeah.
pain, bro.
was a G.
Nobody gave him some Henny. I was mad.
Oh, what? He asked for some?
No,
No.
just out of GP.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
No,
oh,
he,
it's the,
he's not drinking right now, though.
the man who drank Henny during halftime
Yes, he-
to come into the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I may not have followed Lakers sports, but the headlines and highlights, I watched them, bro.
Yeah, all right. Well, fair enough.
I think he was in. Yeah,
But he had
Good.
a great time because, like, he got a little stoned, and he had, like, the brisket king bringing him, like, the burnt tips
Yeah.
and the brisket and all the other fixings, son. Good job, Dustin.
They take home a plate.
BA Meta.
I don't know if he took home a plate. But salute to Mr. Bart's.
Word out.
I'm sure there's plates in the fridge. That's what that's in those thing right there.
Is some leftovers, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
We got Jason up in here saying, felt like cooking today, made some pork tenderloins and air-fried mashed potatoes with
All right.
barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
Okay.
I don't know why he would do that to the mashed potatoes, but that pork looks good.
Yeah. What is it? Barbecue sauce on the mashed potato?
Barbecue
Yep.
sauce.
I would
cheese,
put
and-
the barbecue sauce
That's
on
a
the meat.
fucking nightmare. I don't know what you did there, bro.
Yeah, like
Y'all are ramping up today. Thank
Sorry,
you very
that's
much.
upsetting, though. What are you doing?
It is upsetting, yes. But you put it on the side.
Right.
Maybe. But I mean, hey, look, everybody's got a different flavor palette.
True.
Like my older brother, I could not understand this, right? When I was a kid and I'd watch my older brother eat rice, he would put a scoop of mayonnaise in the rice.
Whoa.
It's terrible.
I'm like,
That's-
what?
Oh.
Like, what is that?
That upset you.
I never even tried it. I was just like, oh, my brother is crazy.
That don't even.
was your
Yeah.
brother crazy?
No, it's just.
I don't know. No, he was not. He's actually a very responsible dude. But, you know, the palate wants what it wants. This guy putting barbecue sauce on his mashed potatoes, we can't understand that. But, like, you know, I get it.
The heart wants what it wants.
But it's a lot of cholesterol, son. So if I knew that back then, I would have told my brother, hey, do you know? Did you know?
Is he an aggressive dude, the brother?
Well, he wasn't really aggressive, but he didn't take no crap, dog, and he was good with the hands. He was a boxer, so you know
fought him?
if you got hell no, I wasn't gonna get into no scraps with him. I mean, he trained. He was trained to box. Not professional. He got into truck driving instead, but he was good with the hands.
Oh,
With
this
the
isn't your
hands.
brother that passed?
No, that's the other brother.
Alright.
He was the gangster. Yeah, rest in peace. Next,
And we got hosts way up in here showing off. Is it Sopes?
sopes.
Look
That-
pretty good.
Too much avocado for me.
What?
Lot of avocado.
Yeah, we could put the avocado on the side, or one
Side.
slice, but
Yeah, there you go, one slice.
yeah, all I need is one slice.
Replace that other slice with some chopped
Sope,
up rábanos.
sope.
Okay.
I want them radishes.
Oh, I could deal with some radishes.
Well,
baby
they're on the
radishes.
side, so
Yeah,
you don't have to
exactly.
have them really, but those are good for you, Mike.
Cote,
Put some lemon on them.
Cote, you need to eat that
I
little
like
chile on the
avocado.
side.
Chile.
I thought
Chile.
Sopes had like a thicker type of bread instead
That
of
is
tortillas.
That is thick. It is
Okay.
tortilla.
That's thick. You just can't really see it because you got the overhead shot, son.
Right.
But
And it's not bread.
yeah,
It's tortillas.
Oh, okay.
Tortilla.
it's a thick ass tortilla, son.
Yeah, I always thought it was like a fried bread or something.
No.
Tortillas are like a mainstay. A lot of dishes right there.
Yeah.
We got Mick up in here showing off some penne bolognese with fresh tomato sauce.
Penne bolognese.
Penne.
Penne.
Penne bolognese.
Penne.
I hate it when the other noodles don't look like they have stuff on them.
Penne.
Because you don't want to make it messy. That's the thing. It's hard when you're plating for a picture, right?
Yeah, when you're plating
to
for
eat,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're gonna eat it, you put that.
I
bowl
know,
over.
Right.
but
He's trying to make it look nice, so
Yeah.
I'll let him go because I would do the same thing because you
Yeah.
want it to look good.
it
Yeah,
looks-
even
he's
if you go
done.
to like a gourmet spot,
Correct.
they're trying to, nicely plate it. You do what you
can
do with
mix
it after, yes.
Exactly.
It looks good though.
It does.
It does.
Looks good.
It's well done.
That penne.
Mhm.
The penne.
The penne.
Penne.
Yeah.
Bolognese.
It sounds like where?
We got Reiki Rabbit saying, yo, I love thrifty ice cream. I used to go to Rite Aid with
Yes.
my grandma off Maury and Fremont in the Bay Area.
They're the only ones that will give you like that round.
That flat top.
Yeah.
Flat top ice cream.
That's pretty good.
I used to have a flat top when I was like 6.
You
to
did?
10.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah.
You got.
It was
We
weird.
need
I
to
had
see a
pictures.
picture of
Yeah, I
that.
had pictures. It was
We need to see a picture of flat top zone.
That was weird. I hated it. I don't know why they did that to me.
I got a picture that if I showed, oh man, they'd never hear the end.
Bring it.
Come on, Blake.
Oh,
bring 'em through.
I'll submit it. Bad one.
Bring it.
Oh, I found it. My parents found it. They sent it to me. I was like, why would you send me that? It's like just to
You
remind
blocked
me.
Just to remind
Oh,
your
yeah.
ass.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how crazy you were?
Oh, look terrible.
Let me just show you. All right.
We got Aaron up in here saying, yo, big shout out to E-Zone. This is my hometown, Leven in New Zealand. I'm up on top of the foothills.
That's beautiful.
Shout out to you in New Zealand, homie.
I want to go to New Zealand for sure.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah, that's one of my. That's on my list.
Definitely want to.
Really nice.
People are nice there
And their
too.
accents are great.
There's some
I'll be
gangsters.
laughing all the time. Oh yeah.
There's some gangsters,
Tribe gangsters, too.
and some people that'll whoop your ass. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, they're the nicest people.
Because they're
It's crazy.
indigenous or tribal people,
Yeah.
Right.
big like island
yeah.
people. Yeah,
Islanders,
exactly.
Huge.
They're big.
They're huge.
Sturdy.
But you know what? Island people are really nice, bro. Like when it especially comes to like that region of like all those like Polynesian type of people. Like
Yeah, very cool.
they're very nice and respectful, courteous at first, bro. It's not until you really do something to really get on their bad side where you really get those that bad reaction. To
Yeah,
it. So, like-
disrespectful or insulting.
Like as far as I know, like all my interactions with Hawaiians or Polynesians or all those kind of people, even like in random, like you've been at the bowling alley, like just they're always very courteous. Hey, how what's up? Nice to meet you.
They're
I'm
raised that way.
Yeah, and
Raised
it's
with
that's
respect.
very respectable because you don't see that these days.
Usually, someone gets it when they're drunk and disrespectful.
Yeah, like and they'll usually tell you that like, hey, brother, can you stop?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like like they're
Nah, he
they're-
give you a little warning shot, real
yeah,
quick.
like
Hey,
they usually tell you.
settle down, my bro.
And if
It's
you
not
don't-
even aggressive. It's just like, hey, take it how you want it, but I'm not gonna tell you again. I'm gonna whoop your ass if you fucking keep doing it.
Settle down.
We got Mike Phillips saying, yo, this is for E-Zone. Happy hump day. But check out these two from the Terminator and how they look now.
Whoa.
Oh,
I'm glad Robert Patrick
Rough
still
and
cares for
rougher.
John Connor.
Sean Connery's looking rough, man.
Come on, Ed.
Edward is definitely looking rough, but Robert has always had like this ongoing relationship where like he always kind of looks out for dude.
Oh, Robert Patrick, man, he stays on game. He's a world class actor right there.
That he still looks out for what's his
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Edward
he's-
Furlong.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Still, like every time they do like meet and greets and all this stuff, like he looks out and like even checks in on dude because I know like what is it John has always been through like his problems with substance abuse and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
A lot
Robert
of child actors go through that, man.
Robert Patrick is very successful. He has like a successful car. Like aside from the movie stuff, he has one of the highest selling what is it Harley Davidson
Oh, really?
dealerships off of one of these freeways. Like it's in California. I literally wanted to go there just to meet him and be like, yeah, no idea the impact.
That's probably why they cast him for Sons of Anarchy and the other one that's out there right now, the Mayans.
Definitely, if he's a right.
But that dude, he works a lot.
Yeah.
He works a lot. You see him in a lot of movies. I used to live across the street from this
Did
guy.
you?
What?
Oh yeah, swear to God.
T1000.
When I lived in the when I lived in the Hollywood Hills for a spell, he was my across the street neighbor, and he looked so unapproachable, man. He looked like don't mess with him. He don't want to
You
be.
look like a
talked-
T1000.
He didn't want to be talked to. It looked like I didn't neither, so it was an easy.
Worked
It
out
was an
good.
easy. It
You
was
guys were perfect neighbors.
Yep.
for
yeah,
sure.
it's like I don't want to talk to you. You don't want to talk to me, but I get down with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was a fan, but I wasn't gonna go bother him. You know
Are
what
you
I
the
mean?
waiver as a neighbor? Like, do you do that to your neighbors?
Only if they wave first.
Damn, be real. You can't be. You don't like none of your neighbors like that, where you could. be
Oh
like,
no,
Hey, what's up?
no. I just I'm not trying to like.
Provoke conversation.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, because yeah, that's right. I get it. If you say hi to them, they could take it like, damn, be real likes me.
I'm gonna
Like,
have to answer like 1,000
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
Hey, how long have you lived here? Who you live here with? Hey,
You don't need a.
I don't need an interview happening out in front of my house. You know what I'm saying? No go, baby.
I was going to ask you,
Next.
the Hollywood Hills, is that where you had the weed flag?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They didn't like me for that. You know, a lot of them houses up there in the canyons, they have flagpoles and people run the American flag or a POW flag or some sort of veteran flag. Or, they might be from another country originally and they run that flag up too. I was probably the first one up in the canyons running a weed flag and a Bob Marley flag underneath it. They did not appreciate that.
unapproachable as
It
hell.
was all old money, you know what I mean? So they're like, who the hell is this drug dealer looking son of a bitch who moved in our block?
There's plenty of drug dealers in the Hollywood Hills, that's for sure.
Yes, I wasn't one of them.
No, you weren't, but they had right to think.
Yes, they did,
all,
because
you
I
know.
did look the part.
And there's a lot of that going on. up
Yes, I wasn't, but this is just where I came from, you know what I mean? And this is the way I looked. They couldn't understand how someone like me was living on their block. They're like, we've only seen guys like this in movies about gangsters and drug dealers, so this is what this guy must be. They didn't know shit about Cypress Hill, those old folks, you know what I mean?
R.I.P.
next.
We got Todd. We got Todd up in here saying it was my birthday the other day. Much love, fam. No booth. Party 1, 2, 3.
Salute.
What's that funnel thing looking?
I'm not sure what that is.
Looks like a funnel.
Yeah.
I know, but why would he like?
Hey,
place
did you guys see the grinder that I sent to you guys
I
on
did.
the?
Did you see my remark? All they need to do is turn it into a mill and not a grinder. Let it mill it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the ones that we have out there. But the idea is great. I just don't like the grinder because the grinder could turn into powder. But if it's a mill, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the concept.
But I think it's a
is
good
cool.
start. The concept is
You don't touch
crazy.
it.
Y'all need to see this. These people are making an electronic grinder.
Oh, that little yeah, I have seen that one. What is it? I've actually used what is it? Like I guess version of that. It's the same thing because they make them now. It's pretty convenient, but after the way we smoke, you have to clean that thing out, man.
You got
Yeah,
Our grinders get caked up, boy.
Like I've been doing a lot of cleaning, and I rounded up all these grinders that I bought right over time. Dude, I have like 16 grinders, bro, from like all these freaking like events that I've gone to, and every time I'm like, they get caked up. Let me buy another one. And I saw this hack video where it said is like, if you just put a little oil, some hemp oil, or even if worse comes to worse, you just put a little chapstick on the side, your grinder will stop being stuck and it will just keep grinding. So I literally, there was no need for me to have 16 grinders.
Yeah. You don't need 16 grinders. You just need one. Keep it clean every now and then.
No, but that when they get stuck, like a lot of people really kind of they're hesitant to clean it up because they're like, oh, keef in there and all this stuff. But all you got to do is put a little hemp oil on the rim where it's stuck, and it'll work just as brand new.
When I cleaned mine out, one of mine that I had, it was my favorite one. I let it sit in the alcohol for a day. Then I boiled it.
You on fire.
Yeah, that's fucking.
And then after that, it was clean as a whistle, son.
You boiled it?
Yeah. You can boil it.
I know, but I'm saying that's extreme. Like
you think
really.
that if
well,
you
it was
boil-
caked up. It wouldn't even move anymore. It was like,
You think if you boil it like and put it in boiling alcohol,
that's the best.
you could do that too. Yeah.
You could get fucked up too from
fumes.
Yeah, the fumes. That happened to me before.
I would just let it soak in the alcohol and then flush it out and then boil it in the hot water to make sure it all gets out, and then it's just clean as a whistle. All right, next.
And let's see, next up in here, we got One Happy Mama, and One Happy Mama saying, let's see here, seen this on the New York Times, or no, we got let's see, One Happy Mama. She's saying, excited to get signed by Twisted Funkos.
Yeah, salute. Twisted got their Funkos on mine.
Is that the same as ICP?
They were, I think they were a part of the same camp for a time. I don't know if they still are.
The two come in one box?
Yeah.
It's a two-piece? Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm wondering when they're gonna do the 3-piece for your Cypress Hill.
Yeah,
like,
we need to talk to them about that.
like that. It's like,
set.
Yeah, the set would be legit, and that'd be the
It
hardest.
would actually have to be a 4-piece.
Mugs.
Yeah.
And that would be like the hardest. Muggs would probably be the hardest signature to get.
Definitely.
Yeah, because he doesn't really beat.
He gets out there, just not.
Yeah, in Colombia or something like that. You know, you got to go to Colombia to go like to get a signature.
Hey, you got to take a little trip.
Bring it.
All right, next.
We got One Happy Mama. She's saying, saw this on New York Times posted and thought, well, duh, federal scientists recommend easing restrictions on marijuana.
Yeah, because, probably all the money that they raked in like a few years back, they're not raking in as much because people ain't selling as much cannabis in these shops as they were because the tax is fucking high, man.
Yeah, can we just put that money in like weapon defense or like schools or something?
What?
We already got more than
We got enough weapons.
We got more money than any country.
They need to go to programs for kids and, getting people off the street is what they need to do.
Yeah.
You can never have enough weapons.
The mental health thing. Yeah, we got enough weapons, trust. All right, what else we got here?
And let's see, next up in here, we got Jerry saying, be dope if y'all had Jenny 6ix9ine on y'all's show. She's doing songs with Too Short and Burner.
She's come on. I heard somebody ask her already.
We tried to get her in the smoke box and something happened there on their end and it never happened. So we'll see.
Late.
It's possible. It's possible.
We got Joe Lee. Joe Lee saying, this past Sunday, I competed in a 50-kilometer race in the Crystal Springs
All right.
Winter Trail Run in Woodside, California.
Hell yeah, man.
Here's a picture of my dad and I.
Congrats on that.
Hell yeah, congrats. Stay active like that, man.
How old is? I mean, how long is that? 50 kilometers? Is that 10K?
Divided by 2.2. We know that's a kilo to a
Dom
pound.
says around 26.
Bad.
You thinking about drugs,
You
man?
thinking about drugs.
It's 1 point. I think it's 1.5 or something like that.
What did you just say, Beery?
Like 0.6 is a kilo. I mean, is
you still
a
thinking
kilo.
drugs?
I think 0.6 is a kilometer.
I think Beery got the answer upstairs.
31 miles,
Damn.
Wait, what is?
50 kilometers.
That's what he ran?
Yeah, 50 kilometers.
31 miles, which is how many kilometers to a mile?
I think
Is it 0.6? No, settle down. What is it? 1 mile?
0.62.
There you go.
All right, how many? So how many bricks is
0.6.
that?
How many bricks is that? How many kilos is
No, I
that?
know. I kept going back to that.
We need to
That's
know the bricks.
2.2 pounds.
The bricks.
You over here doing different
Wrong
math
math.
over here.
If I was still doing drugs and he sold drugs, he'd be my dealer.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Your drug accountant?
Yes.
Not just my dealer. I'd be like, he ain't never short me. So if you can give me something that I know you bought from him, you fucking with me because he's on point.
That's right.
Yeah,
Got my
like-
numbers.
Numbers is on point. Scales is on point, huh?
Right.
Now, I just got to show E-Zone this. This is our defense spending compared to other countries.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, it's insane.
I think we're fine with the defense spending E-zone.
Hey, first of all, that's just what China lets you know. China could be spending all that shit, but just to make sure they don't, we should just spend a little bit more.
Well, we're spending
We spend more than all
we're spending more than every one of them
combined. You
combined.
realize that,
This is
right?
all
I'm
combined.
just saying, just for the, hypothetically.
You are definitely right, though, that China definitely holds back.
Oh yeah, we don't know
For sure.
everything.
You don't know what
But it
China
don't
got
matter.
going on in like
Yeah.
India or Africa, bro. China's like low key taking over Africa right now, bro, and nobody knows about it.
Word. All right, next.
And next up in here, we got
someone better fact check that before
I
they go
swear,
believe
be
in that.
real, dude. I swear, you guys. I don't know why you guys don't take I watch factual stuff, man. Like, sometimes
I don't
think-
know. You've stated things here that weren't facts every now and then, so we got to
non-fact.
sometime fact check.
Be real. Africa has a lot of nations that need a lot of help, and China's been lending them the money.
China lends everybody
in
money.
exchange for their resources, knowing that those countries are not going to be able to pay their deficit. So what do? They that's how they take over the whole thing. They don't read the small print, and then
Other countries have been doing that to Africa for years. That China's not the first.
yeah, but China seems to be number one in the race as of recent.
I don't
what
know.
I've seen.
We'll see.
They're over there. They got they got their own like not embassies, but like police departments and shit going on.
All right. Next.
I'm telling you, man.
All
And
right, you
next-
told us.
next up in here, we got Niles saying hello all the way from the Netherlands. My runs in week 89, he's saying, or week 8
All
to
right.
9, I guess.
Yeah,
We're on a good run. You just put 89, but
Everybody's-
I'm assuming it's 88.
Yes.
to 9.
Everybody's numbers are haywire today, but that looks awesome.
That week 89 runs.
The week
It
89
is.
runs.
I think it's got, 2 more to go? It's a 92-week strain. Something like that.
Year and a
92
half.
weeks.
It's a year and a half straight.
That's vintage, bro.
Man.
Imagine
Great.
how monstrous they would look if it was like that. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, if you
Amazing.
you do realize you can continue to as long
Yeah.
as
You crop them.
No, meaning the light cycle. If you keep it at 18, they'll continue to grow.
Oh, yeah.
They don't change into flower, so you change that light. So really, you could grow a plant for as long.
Do they have a competition, or have they ever had a competition for the biggest nug or
No,
biggest
I'm
cola?
sure they have to.
They should. It's
Like that would be impressive to document, like the biggest, like how like Plátanos give like the big
Yeah.
racimos, like like
I think that's next. I
Like-
think someone's going to do that next.
some like the outdoor folks.
But
that-
without all the PGRs and all the cheats.
yeah, like a way to test it, like they do
Yeah.
boxers and stuff.
Yeah.
But if they tested the biggest, like, because they look like footballs almost, right? Like the Konas.
Yeah.
So like when they're all intact, like if you're like, hey, we sent somebody out there and we seen you chop it from the branch and that's the entry and he took it with him, that would be impressive.
And maybe there should be like a weed farmers award.
There are
They've
They are?
billions of them.
tons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We just ain't seen that aspect of it yet where, because most people, when they're growing this, it's all going specifically, a certain way, right? No one says, okay, let me take these few plants over here and I'm just gonna monster them out, veg them like till they're like 20 feet, and then flower them.
Yeah.
Not too many people do that.
No,
because
but some do though. They're crazy. This you can
Yeah.
Google, bro. You should Google.
Yeah,
what
no, and
these guys do.
you know, up north for sure they do that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like even then they don't let it get out of control with these huge ass nuggets. They keep it a certain way. It's not necessarily about a competition. It's about like
how
putting
big
that
you
out
get
there.
Plant though, they
Yeah.
get some of these plants like 15, 20 pounds per plant.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. They're 15, 20 feet tall, 15, 20 feet wide.
Yeah, like a bush.
Like biggest bush.
Big ass bush.
Huge.
Yeah, I mean up north they do that
Fuck.
left and right.
Yeah, you take a picture next to it, you
Hey,
look like
look at that.
That's not even that big. That's big, but trust me, twice the size of that, bro. And that's huge.
Wait a minute.
Twice the
That's like one.
Yes, that's
That's
one.
one plant.
That's one plant. Yep, that is one plant. That's like a 6 to 8 pound plant, easy.
That's
Definitely.
that's the ability of the outdoor growth,
Yep.
son.
Wow, those are giant mutants.
Those plants are vegged indoors before they get put outdoors. So when they get put outdoors, they're already 3-4 feet when they put it in the ground.
Yeah, it's a
and
good
then it
cheat.
grows all year long.
Yeah. It's a nice little head start.
Yeah.
When you think about it, veg them as big as you want them, and then
That's what I
bam,
do.
pop them off outside.
Yep, that's how you get them that big.
And if you hit the cycle right,
Yeah, right after that first step, you can go all the way to October.
Is there a regulation on like how big one plant could be?
Depends where you live. So certain people do it by the plant. Certain people do it by places to by canopy size. So they'll actually tell you can have 5 square feet of canopy rather than saying you can have X amount of plants.
and it's whatever you could fit in that canopy.
Right. When they're by canopy, you can fit whatever you want. Other things, your 6 plants, you can have 6 mature females plus, moms and stuff like that. But depends where you live. They're all different.
Word. All right.
We got Wizword up in here saying, yo, B, you better be ready.
Yeah. Be ready.
And he's saying, I got a feeling we're going to be lucky at the arcade tonight.
All right.
Then he's saying, we're going to be social at the B Social
Well done.
Awesome.
while we eat at the B Diner.
That's right.
Excellent.
And he's saying, because B. Then B leaves and has a good night.
All right. Wow.
And
Unbelievable.
And let's see here. We got Ask a Bum. He's saying, so last week a snowplow crew simply pushed the snow off to the side of the street onto our parking spaces.
That's what they always
I
do.
woke up to a 3-foot pile of snow right behind my car.
Bro,
Yeah, like
there's
you
no-
dig
they're the
yourself
worst.
out.
Yeah.
You dig yourself out.
If you park on the street, the plows, especially like in most states, they just pile it up and it'll go over your car. I just seen something, I don't know if it's in Canada. They have the plow picking it up and it's shooting it into a dump truck. I'm like, no, that's smart. They're actually getting rid of the snow. They're not piling it because you literally, if
Yeah, and
you
it-
park on the street, bro, it'll go over your car. You have to dig your entire car out. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's slushy snow too. So
I bet you don't miss that from living
No.
in New York.
No,
man, that
none of
sucks.
these guys do. Les,
sucks.
this guy.
That stuff sucked.
Imagine Les. He probably was an angrier person out there.
Of course, sure. Those conditions will make you angry when it's cold like that. Damn, what's
Oh
it,
yeah,
humid?
you got to shovel your driveway.
Bro,
You know what?
But I mean, you know,
we used to use like CDs or cassette tapes. You'd use that to scrape your window. Your fingers would be purple.
I haven't heard anyone say that they love to shovel snow.
No, but
No
when
one.
you were a kid playing it, it was great. I won't lie. When you're a kid, you didn't go to school. You got a day
Yeah,
off from
that's great.
school.
That's no
Have to
problem.
play your
but
friends.
when your mother or father says, "Hey, go shovel that driveway real quick," you don't like the snow. no more.
Nah.
No,
I got to do this again.
but you know what? That was a paycheck too. Every time it snowed, you just go knock on doors.
Knock on doors. Yeah.
10, 50. First of all, you'd say, give us whatever you want a lot of times, unless it was certain people you could
They, you know, they had money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be like, listen, it's $20 because they're big properties too, so it would take us a while. but
Yeah.
you'd make some good bread as a
That's
kid.
the equivalent of let me cut your grass. B.
Yeah, we had leaves too in the fall when
I'll
we would
rake your leaves.
2 different paychecks right there.
Yeah, that's early youngster hustle right
It
there.
was.
All right.
And we got a Mizzle 10 up in here showing off again. Classic years of hip hop. This is 1996.
Look at this, man. 1996.
Yeah, it's a whole lot.
AI.
No.
Yeah, I know.
She just compiled whoever just compiled the list.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of bang right there.
All right, what you got on the bottom section down there? Yup.
Firing squad. Damn, man.
My only problem with this is that there's no Temple of Boom in there. What the hell?
Oh yeah,
Come on,
26.
Mizzle.
Hello.
Put her in timeout, dude.
All right.
What kind of shit is that?
I was gonna say he's in the Discord. We can't.
Mute him.
Mute him. Hey, was your movie night last night or is it tonight?
Oh, it was last night.
Damn
How
it.
was it, by the way?
Man, it
Someone
was
got to
good.
give me a
Dude, if you-
notification.
All right.
This is the 7th week in a row B-Real's been saying.
No, I tried to go in there
Oh,
last night, but when I went in, and you guys, I guess, had already ran it. What time did you run it?
And we started at 7. We
Oh,
had
yeah. I went in at 10. I was like, I thought they was doing
yeah,
it.
we finished. We did a double feature, but the first one was Mountaintop Hotel Massacre.
Mountaintop Hotel Mat. Sounds like a
You know what?
Sounds like an A+ joint, son.
You know what? There was some funny parts in there. It was the second one wasn't. It was You know.
What was it? What was it?
It was called The Infiltrator.
Sounds like a porno.
The Infiltrator, and yeah, the music was real porno-ish, like real porno-ish, like it was borderline, you know. But yeah, it was cool, you know.
All right.
C-, Bolton was up in there.
How long were these two movies?
Well, you know, like an hour and 20 minutes, hour and
Each?
15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's well. That's like
Somewhere out there,
2
there's
hours,
a porno version called The Penetrator.
Penetrator.
The Penetrator.
It's probably there on
You know, I
TV.
feel like they don't make cheesy porno titles like they did like that in the 90s.
No,
Like, yeah,
not
like,
at all.
Yeah. Now it's just like, you know.
Everyone's banging their sister and mother. Like
They
what
try
the
to be
hell's wrong with
artsy
these
about it.
people?
Yeah. Nah, like I feel like in the 90s had like a lot of artsy porn, but like then once like, you know, once the HD porn came out, it's like, hey, check out the inside of the vagina. You know what I mean?
Unfiltered.
Yeah. Like, where you're just like, hey, bro, like this is like the kind of stuff God came back and killed everybody about. You know?
Yeah.
like what,
Probably.
like what's going on over here, bro?
Yeah, what's going on over here? All right, what else you got?
And that seems to be it.
Oh, thank you for the submissions for today. Keep them coming to BeRealTVContest@gmail.com. And salute to everybody that is locked in with us right now, old and new, day ones and new days. Salute to all y'all. All right. Keep them coming to BeRealTVContest@gmail.com, and we will put your submissions on, all right? And we're about to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. That means y'all got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion. Bust it out.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, we got New York Reek and Peach saying most death is amazing. He is more into conscious music like KRS-One.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's always
absolutely.
And we got Rich up in here saying the San Andreas lies along the coast right up into the San Bernardino Mountains.
The what?
Nope.
San Andreas fault.
No.
He just wanted to hear him.
Yeah, what did you call it, Bolton?
The San Andreas?
Yes.
San Andreas.
It's San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Yeah,
San Andreas.
this isn't Minnesota. You can't just disrespect it like
That
that.
sounds like a club. Hey, we're going to San Andreas tonight.
Yeah, baby.
It's going to be hot.
Yeah, San Andreas. Wear something nice.
Or something nice.
He's saying, though, it lies along the coast right up into the San Bernardino Mountains, and he's saying no one is safe.
Yeah,
Nope.
but I think there's more than one fault line in
Yeah.
LA, right?
Yeah,
Isn't there like
there's-
2 or 3 that
Yeah.
meet? I've seen docs.
Yeah, but the
And
San
it's good.
Andreas
It's
is
the
the
biggest one.
That's the
Yeah.
biggest one, San Andreas.
Exactly. The Drace.
San Andreas is the biggest one.
Dress warm.
Sounds like a place Franny DJs at.
Yeah, true that.
And we got Mike the Ripper asking, what are some tips and tricks for someone looking to invest in the cannabis market, both from an investor and a grower perspective?
Don't.
Don't do it.
Damn, dude, we were all good.
Yeah, we all raced to the same thing. Don't.
Find something else because this shit is not it.
Come on.
Maybe not in California.
Right.
Some people in Colorado that sell hash seem kind of a little happier, or maybe I don't know. Other places they just seem a little bit chill. I just feel like we get. I mean, I get it. We grow the best, but we get fucked the best when it comes like to our taxes. Like we get like
Yeah, our governor
Yeah.
is just splashing us with taxes over here.
that fool
so
must be.
I would wait if you're gonna try to do it in California. Wait till the taxes come down, and you know. probably be easier. But yeah, I mean,
it's not a gold rush. You know, everybody thinks it was this gold rush, a green rush, whatever you want to call it. No.
If you ever eat at Governor Newsom's house and he doesn't fucking have gold flakes on top of the food, I'd be pissed. Because I know he's fucking everybody out here.
Oh, you're really wrapping up today.
Whoa, hot.
I'm sorry, B.
I'm coming in hot.
No, you're not. Don't lie. Next.
I'm not. I just, you know.
We got the
drank a lot.
We got the Reiki Rabbit saying your breath is your superpower.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. Definitely is.
Cairo was a villain.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, that
All
was
right.
good.
Firing shots, too, apparently. All right.
I just couldn't help it with that. Why would he just say, like, your breath was your superpower? I was like, holy shit. We had a villain.
She's talking about what it can do for you. Breathing.
Yeah, she's talking about meditating
Oh, I
and
thought you
breathing.
meant like your breath.
No, she's saying
Yeah.
your breath.
Why'd you read it like that, Colton?
She read it fine.
I
You
think
heard
we
it.
all understood it, but you.
Yep. We all got it, man.
Because you guys were talking about monks earlier and those guys breathing. And,
Yes.
Yeah. We got Gabriel up in here saying we got strain-specific RSO out here in Colorado. He's saying Sativa Pineapple Express RSO for the day and Indica Chem Pie RSO at night.
All right.
I never had specific strain RSO.
Yeah.
when
We
you use
usually don't look
alcohol-
at it.
Well, because like usually it's just like, all right, this is RSO, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily ever.
Does it
maybe,
matter, Blaze?
I think
I don't think so.
maybe
If you're
some of the
using
over.
alcohol.
Maybe some of the over-counter ones that they, at dispensaries, maybe they have a label on it to tell you what they extracted it from. But normally, you don't really see that.
Yeah, I don't, even if
know
I
what
had a
flavor.
label, I don't think I'd be like, wow, this tastes like strawberry pineapple.
Yeah, and if you're ingesting it, you don't taste it,
If it's
especially in a gel cap.
No.
You ain't
And if
tasting
it's made
it.
with alcohol.
It'll be like
Yeah.
a waste to just have it like that, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what the flavor is
Yeah.
at that
Won't
point
taste
because
it.
you ain't gonna taste it,
No.
and you ain't feeling the flavor.
No.
You just feeling it.
Feeling the waves.
Wind waves, yeah. Your lips are moving, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Ew, no.
All right.
We got Nevada Vape saying, my old nemesis, Cali Blaze. We shall meet soon.
Who was it?
Nevada Vape.
So that's K's version of Cali Blaze.
Yeah.
There's Nevada Vape. All right. You've done better, but I'll.
Yeah, he's done better.
That's
You've
swag-
done better.
That's swag, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You're usually pretty good, so I'm a little disappointed in that one. You could do better.
Could have
You're gonna
put
come
burn
out.
at the
Yeah,
end
do it
or
right,
something.
man.
Yeah, like, that was weak.
Could have done better.
And we got Ask a Bum saying Hulk Hogan saved a teen girl from a car wreck the other day.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan?
Been eating his vitamins and saying his prayers.
Brother.
Hulk Hogan? This is real? He did that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man, come on. We could forgive him for saying certain words.
That was in Florida.
I'm just saying, man. We could forgive
I
him.
don't think those words affected you though.
True. You're right, B-Roll. All right, we can forgive him for hitting
These
his
are
wife.
facts.
Yeah, you're not the one who needs to give the
Yeah.
forgiveness.
We can forgive him for
Please
the
don't
porno.
give him a bad.
We could forgive him for the porno,
Which wasn't his fault.
which wasn't his fault. I mean, it kind of was though. You're digging out your best friend's
Yeah.
wife because she says that he said it was cool.
He shouldn't have been there to try to bone her like in that scenario anyways. Like if he didn't know that fool.
He got set up though.
But even if let's just say it wasn't a setup,
Probably was.
he was still in the wrong.
He was in the wrong for sure. There's no doubt about that. Nobody's disputing
Wait,
that.
I don't know the story. Why would it be in the
Okay,
wrong
so-
if the guy's wife? I mean, if the guy said,
Real quick, he had a partner named Bubba the Love Sponge, was a radio guy, big radio guy, and they were friends. They work out together and all this stuff. Bubba and his wife were swingers.
Swing.
And for, I guess, some of the time, some of the bits were like, Bubba telling, Hulk that he would, allow him to get busy with the wife because they're swingers. The Hulk, for a long time, I guess, was like, no. But on this one occasion, he decided to partake, but he didn't know that they were filming him.
That's wrong.
They didn't tell him
right?
that they were filming and, eventually came out.
Right. My point is like, look, trust me, I don't get down like that. I'll kill a person. But if a dude is like, hey, go ahead, and that guy says whatever, then he didn't do nothing wrong. If he did it behind his friend's wife and behind his back, but if his sick ass friend is like, hey, dude, you'd make my day, and he's into that shit,
But he lied about it. About it being
listen,
filmed.
and they set him up. That's
Yeah.
a setup. That's wrong.
They
But I'm just
definitely set
saying,
him up.
Yeah, that's
Either
that's
way,
wrong.
I mean, to lay with another dude's wife.
Yeah, but we
But
Permission or not.
he's a swinger. Means his
Yeah,
wife's getting
I
plowed on
know.
the reg.
I know, but it didn't mean like Hulk Hogan wasn't a swinger. That's
No,
not something that he
he
was
didn't
known
have
for.
to. It was just one time.
He was just boning his homie's wife.
right.
But point is, he could be forgiven for that, for saving.
He could be forgiven for this. Yes,
Not
that
the word.
part.
Yeah,
Not the word.
Well, none of us are black, so we can't really speak on that. But still, you know.
Oh, I was.
You did, but
I
yes, you
I
can.
realized my mistake. Be real. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, I
cool.
thought you were talking about sleeping with the dude's wife. I thought we could forgive him for that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, yes,
Forgive him for that.
only that.
All right.
All right, next.
We got Sam Wise the Great. He's saying, can we do Bolton, Ray, and Dom in the smoke box? That's what he's saying in the super chat.
Whew. Hey, these guys are certified smokers, y'all. I think you guys underestimate the Treehouse Crew. I mean, you look at the letters for the Treehouse Crew. That's THC. These guys are, trained assassins. They could hang in that smoke box. You're tripping. All right, next.
We got Jeffro up in here saying, had hand surgery this AM. He's saying, had Palmer fibromatosis.
Fibrosis?
I don't know. It says fibromatosis. He's saying surgery went well. Recovery time is 1 month. Need positive vibes.
Hey, positivity to you, man, and healing prayers.
Heal up, G.
You know what I'm saying?
RSO.
That too.
For any kind of toasters.
Not a bad suggestion.
RSO.
We got Antonio saying they included "meh" in the dictionary.
If we had, I bet everybody in the chat room between all of us, we'd have enough votes for it to be included.
You're probably right.
Everyone submitted it.
Man.
If everyone voted, and then
however it works out, you probably do got enough.
He does have that on his smoker, right?
no.
Man.
Does he?
He should.
He should have
I
that.
thought I
If
heard somebody
somewhere.
else
he, if he
Yeah.
doesn't, man, that's gonna be real whack.
what did you say, Bolton? Does he have it?
Yeah.
Oh, he has myrrh.
Yep.
Oh, that's
somewhere.
hilarious.
Man.
We got let's see here. We got Aton. He's saying, "Yo, heads up, B Real is gonna start playing Call of Duty soon."
Hey, man, don't be telling my business, man.
I've been playing low key.
Oh man.
You any good?
He's
No, because what is it? So I finished passing Spider-Man. So then I'm like, so my friend Three Eyes bought me Call of Duty, and I was like, all right, let me start, because I'm not really good at shooting, especially when it comes to competition. But I have a
What
headset.
do you shoot on? What do you play on?
PlayStation PS5. So it's I have a headset, so I've been trying to get on there because I like saying swear words.
So Aton, he ain't playing like NBA 2K.
He has like his own little regime of people that play with him. So
He
it's like
plays Call of Duty.
he built a sandbox pretty much of like people that are in the chat room and stuff like that, and then that's who really goes on it.
And they play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like Son Doobie plays, and I think Dom plays, Evan plays.
All right.
Do you play Dom?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
okay, it's Evan. Sorry.
Okay.
From the squad, and yeah, it's a few people.
Who's the best?
I don't know. Aton will probably brag that he is, but
Without actually earning it.
without us seeing it, we can't really know that he's telling the truth. All right, next.
We got Joe Smo saying, "Shout to E-Zone, my high and hungry hoodie got delivered yesterday. The hoodie and gifts you send are fire. You have a new repeat customer."
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Go get some of the new drops. I just restocked this hat earlier as it sold out the first batch. So make sure you get this one. It's called Los Grifos. Yeah, just a lot of new stuff up there and a lot of one-of-one designs that I've been getting back. Like the one I'm wearing. This is something I did for myself, but I also did it for a few jackets as well. So there's a lot of one-of-one designer pieces I've been working on as well.
We got BG. He's saying, "Please cover the RBL posse bitches on the ding dong. Don't give me no bam or weed. A lesson to be learned. Love to hear your version."
Wait, what?
Don't fucking look at
You
me.
just came in here set tripping, bro. Like, what the hell?
BG is saying, "Please cover the RBL posse bitches on the ding dong."
What's on the ding dong?
That's the name of the song. Bitches on the ding dong.
Oh,
RBL
oh,
posse
please
bitches.
cover. Oh, okay, I get it. Because on the idea that we had the other day where they
cover.
send in cover suggestions.
Oh,
Okay.
At first, I was like, "What?" Cover?
Fuck, I had no idea.
Yes.
Now I get it. All right, we'll consider it.
Gonna cover bitches on the
Bitches on the
dong.
ding dong.
Ding dong. Dog.
We got Mr. Chalet saying, so I sense a less Be Real Doobie collab possibly produced by the legendary Tony G.
Say what?
So I sense a less Be Real and Doobie collab possibly produced by the legendary Tony G.
All right. That would be something. Tony's working, though. He's doing his thing. Salute to the legendary one.
And then showing that accident earlier, we got Jesus saying that road rash leaves rocks in your skin that don't fall out for weeks.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to the hospital, they literally scrub your raw skin. It's the worst. I've had bad bike accidents. They literally will scrub.
I'm feeling that right now.
Soap. The worst part of road rash is not the road rash. If you go to the hospital and they clean it, it's the worst feeling you'll ever feel.
I'm feeling it
Just
right
fine.
now as you're saying it.
Whoa,
Like that
man.
weird thing.
They don't even numb it. They can't numb it. They can't.
They probably
Not
can.
when you
but
have it all over your body. No way, man.
And they have
when you
to scrub
tumble
the
and roll,
pedals.
you're covered. Bro, there's dirt and stuff in, like he said.
There's
If you
pebble,
leave
gravel.
it'll stay in
Gravel.
you,
Yeah.
and you'll get an infection. Like, they're like, it's either this or you have to cut your leg off. I'm like, And they do it everywhere. It don't matter how bad it is. Awful.
Yeah, they got to scrub your body, man.
And then they shoot soap. It's just absolutely nightmare.
We got Hala up in here saying, what's up, table folks? Have a nice day.
Salute.
Have a nice day.
Bird, same to you.
We got Hybrid Cypher saying 96 had so many of my favorites. He's saying Busta's The Coming.
Yeah, that was a dope album.
Yep.
We got Hybrid again saying loves Bobo's movie Nights. It's such a good hang, man.
They,
Fun, man.
The hanging bee.
And we hanging, man. We be deep up in there.
Word.
We got a BLS Dallas saying, yo, E-Zone, the RSO be knocking you guys out.
Yeah, bro, it does its job, bro. If it's not knocking you out, I don't care how much energy you got, bro. And I've been on a lot of fucking good energy and just been having natural energy. That RSO will put that to the side and say it's time to go to bed.
Night,
So
night.
don't take it because it's not for the faint-hearted.
Watch out, E-Zone. We got Gavin Newsom up in here saying, talk smack now, E-Zone.
What are you gonna do? Make more homeless around everywhere?
He's going to put an army of homeless around your crib right now.
Hey, bro.
Watch out for beware the tents.
My house is a red house, bro. Don't try it.
We got Mr. Joe V saying, yo, I didn't do RSO for a minute. Then I took like 800 milligrams. By the end of hour 1, I was already out.
You got lucky.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have an episode, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 800 milligrams if you ain't done it. You're lucky.
Hey, he was lucky as a sleep.
Yeah.
Has your lady taken it before?
No.
Okay, dude. I told you, I was like, my lady thought she could hang. She was like, I want to join the fun. You seem to have so much fun.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, yeah. Like she thought it was like some
No
kind of
way.
like fun type of thing. Like she's like, you always seem to talk about like it's so much fun. She's like, I want to do it. She's like, make me the smallest one, and I thought I did.
You know, the thing is that our dosages are not fun. Like, if we were to, like, lower them, they would probably be cool.
If she
you know
took
what I mean?
5 milligrams,
Yeah,
she'd have a
she'd be-
great time. You know, even 10. But
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
5
with
is
my
cool,
amount.
but like,
hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro. 5 is like, hey, just lick this little bit of it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like
It
that's
is.
fine.
It's like a little dot.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you cannot, bro. It obliterates some people.
Man, I can't imagine someone that's like a rookie. She must have been out of here.
Dude, I felt at first it was kind of funny.
And then you felt bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that's how it goes.
All right.
And we got Marbell saying, Colton, when you go to the hospital, do you try to pronounce the different departments or do you just full jabroni? Those departments be tough to read sometimes.
You're full Thari.
English is tough to read for you sometimes.
We got Curious George saying, yo, let's get everyone's gamer tags up on the website.
Oh, flavor.
Yeah, whoever games it up, send us your gamer tag, brealtvcontest@gmail.com, and then, you know, we'll run that as a list, whoever wants to game it up.
You can follow me at Flavors by E-Zone with 2 S's, like my Instagram. On PSN Network.
And you guys can all, if you have an Xbox, you could play.
Now you
Like
can.
Call of Duty.
Certain games.
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Like those.
Like some of the bigger games, yeah.
Is anyone playing Just Dance?
Just Dance.
Hey, dude,
Is that what you do at home?
I was going to say we should get some rock band going on. You guys
Yeah,
would probably
guitar
kill
band.
it.
I can't
Rock
wait
band.
to play that Mickey game. I'm probably gonna live stream that new game where like Mickey gets to shoot in a steamboat.
People
And
are
they made
really
Steamboat Willie?
Oh.
No, but it's like some company made like a whole game, and it's like Steamboat Willie kind of like animated, and it's like the mouse like he's shooting these villains.
Massacres.
Yeah, it's all these crazy. I love shooting games.
That's cool. Yeah, me too.
They've been going dark with Mickey.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I got a drop coming out too.
All right.
We got Rod. He's asking, Kush is my favorite strain and flavor. What's the reason so many of these Kush strains don't have that earthy taste?
What does he mean, Kush? It's not a strain. That's just a term, right?
He's saying, is it the genetics or the grow techniques?
You talk about OG. If you're talking about OG, it's, probably that a lot of people lost the genetics to the really good ones. And they've been using a lot of the newer sort of genetics to it, the so-called. And it's not as strong. It's not as flavorful. Doesn't look as, it's not as triked out as the original. And so people have been dealing with that. And a lot of cultivators have been on the hunt for those original cuts, or if they could find some beans somewhere to pop and create new mothers for that. But it's very hard to find. Some people have it. They're just sitting on it, and they ain't going to pop them until they're ready. I know a few of them, but...
KG has a vault.
But right now, he's got an original TK triangle.
Really?
Kush.
I've
Bro.
never seen that being going by Kenji.
Well, he just got like the original cut. He did like 15 plants. I posted it up the other day. I'll submit the video.
Tried it already?
Yeah.
He's still...
Bro, literally, it was like 15 plants, but it was one of the prettiest and had that perfect OG structure that you look at it, it's an OG, but
where you can see the
real,
crystals under every leaf?
Oh, yeah. It was a good video. I'll submit it next show so you'd see it. Dope.
Word.
And triangle is
Smoke
just phenomenal.
Excellent.
All right.
We got Rhino saying, I got the worst road rash here. Was hit, run over, and drugged around 25 yards. Sheared off half of my face. They skin grafted my face and shoulder. Didn't tickle. He's saying years of reconstruction surgery.
Yeah.
It was like Two-Face.
That's the gamble you take when you're riding. And it's not always you that makes the mistakes. It could be the guy driving in the car not paying attention, or
a lot of times they just don't see you.
Yeah.
People just don't see. When you're on a bike, you literally have to assume that no one sees you.
And if they're on the phone,
yeah,
they're distracted by their phone. You know what I
but
mean?
the only way you survive is literally not like you look at their eyes. If they don't see you, and if you look in the mirror and they're not looking at you, they have no idea you're there. So just know that they're gonna turn. You're in the blind spots, like you don't exist. So, and your exhaust behind them, they don't hear it until you're actually approaching and like right next to them. So even though you're revving them, that sound's behind you.
You ride safe, man.
Yep.
We got Ask a Bum in the super chat. He's saying, Callie, a king looked out for me big time in prison.
Latin King?
Probably, yeah. Actually, we were talking about it in the chat the other day. Yeah, bro. Especially in New York, it was big. It started in Chicago, but it moved to New York really big, especially in the 90s. It was
they're in a lot of different places right now.
It was out there banging.
And that seems to be it.
Word up. Salute to everybody for your interactions. We thank you very much for that. Remember, after this show is the Mix Show. Go to Be Real TV 2 for that. And Twitch, stay locked in. Be_Real TV for everybody with a Twitch account watching if you want to watch from there. And if you want to watch from the home site, if you're a full member, you're welcome to it. www.bereal.tv. All right. And, man, once again, before we leave, smash that like. Don't hold out. Come on. You could do it. Before we go, knock it down. And thank you for your love and energy, man. As always, Cali Blaze.
Hey, shout out to everybody at the table. 5150 is the Insane Asylum Treehouse crew. Wifey, family, everybody who supports the show. Much love. See you Friday.
All right, catch me on the socials on Twitter, X at Eric Bobo, IG at Eric_Bobo, also on Discord. Big ups to everybody here at the table. Big ups to the Discord mods and everybody that tuned in last night for B-Movie Night. See you next week. And Treehouse crew. And thanks to everybody that supports the show. Buddy.
Shout out the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout out to the Dominator. And what's up, E-Zone?
Salute to everybody who tuned in this morning. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. If you're wondering about the last couple giveaways for the Patreon people, it's already listed on Patreon. I did it during the break after the show, so make sure you guys check it out. If you're a winner, just DM me on there. Go to flavorsbyezone.com. Go check out some of the new merch. I started uploading some of the new one-of-one jackets, and I do have a couple more drops as well going. A lot of new merchandise, like new stuff that I haven't done before. You know what I mean? So make sure you guys check it out if you like it. Like I said, it's flavorsbyezone.com. And Flavors by Ezone with 2 S's on PS5 Network and whatnot for all the people that follow me for all the auctions on there.
Salute to all y'all. Stay safe and with love. Swallow that.
BeReal.tv